and welcome to MangaPod!
MangaPod!
MangaPod! I am
MangaPod.
Erin. I am Erin.
MangaPod.
MangaPod! Oh, you're right, Erin, that's
MangaPod.
true!
Gosh!
I'm sorry,
You're prepared.
You're so disappointed in me!
Yes.
Welcome to MangaPod.
Yeah.
We are a weekly podcast in which we all get together after we read all or part of a manga or manhwa, and then we discuss it with friendship, love, and lots of spoilers. I am Erin, your host, and with me are my lovely co-hosts. 2 out of 3 of them. One of them has been replaced with their lovely Kuroko no Basuke counterpart, and she is very pretty. Jazza, we miss you.
Exact same boob size.
Exact same boobs.
Everything.
It was so hard
Really
for me.
strange.
It's like the same person.
It was really hard for me not to put one of the gifts from the Hot Springs episode.
The Hot
in there.
Springs episode. I knew that's what you were gonna say.
Ah! That's all right. Hello,
It's like
how
the
are you guys?
Boob one.
The boobs one. Oh, it was there. It was an option, but I didn't
I'm
do
sure
it.
it was.
How are you?
Hi, I'm Dodger. And I'm on a press hard to continue and dexterity bonus, and I'm here to talk about some manhwa.
Ah, yay!
I'm so excited because we were so jazzed. Oh my god, when we finished Tower of God last time, we were like, what's gonna happen?
We
I
ended.
was so
We were just
excited.
like, oh gosh. Yoku, how are you? How are you feeling? How's it going? How are you? How's it going? How's you?
Hi. I'm great. No, I'm really good. It's really good. Everything's great. Everything's so good. MangaPod.
Yeah.
Tower of God.
MangaPod.
MangaPod.
Tower
Yes.
of God. Tower of God. Guys, we're doing Tower of God.
Tower of God. I bet nobody.
Whoa.
Has
Absolutely.
that sunk in yet? Has
God.
that sunk in yet? Come on.
I bet nobody is excited for this.
Oh,
No.
you're like, I'm skipping this
It
one.
made me laugh really hard because last week on the MangaPod VOD, somebody commented, "When are you guys doing Tower of God?"
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that comment. And
No one actually watches these videos. They just show up to be like, you guys should read Tower of God. Guess what, suckers? We read it.
Hey, I'm expecting on this VOD somebody to be, when are you guys doing Tower of God?
Haven't you done Tower of God yet?
Are you doing more Tower of God next week? Huh?
Tower of God pod. That's what we are now.
Tower
Tower
Pod.
of God pod.
Tower
Pod.
pod.
I just got my food, so I'm sorry. I'm so hungry.
It's all good, dog. I realize I haven't cooked in like 3 days, and I have nothing in my fridge.
No,
I have
that's the
kiwi.
worst.
I have kiwis in my fridge, but I like used everything else cooking, and now I'm like, I need to go to the grocery store so bad.
Oh no.
Oops.
Oops. Yoku, are you? Oh no, wait. Yoku is gonna eat ribs later.
I am. I got
Oh,
ribs right after this. So
Jell-O.
come on, let's just finish. Let's just finish.
Fine.
Tower of God's great and all, but meat.
But-
Yeah, I love it. I
Am
love it so
great?
good.
Yes.
Huh?
This is great. Okay, bye. Bye. If you've never joined us for a MangaPod before, what we like to do is we give you a short spoiler-free summary / description of it so that you know kind of what we're talking about, and then we will also give you a spoiler-free recommendation from each of us so you know whether or not you should go and spend time reading it. Spoiler alert, you should probably go and spend time reading Tower of God, but it's
Oh, yeah.
great. It's great. It's really great.
Yeah.
And it's one you don't want to be spoiled for. So, after we give you guys those, we'll give you a spoiler warning and be like, yo, we are talking shit now. Bye.
Huh?
That's how
You guys better get ready because we're talking shit right now,
Good
live
shit.
on YouTube.
About the wonderfulness that's Tower of God. We're talking good shit. It's not negative shit. It's positive shit. Possibly.
Oh
Beautiful
shoot,
shit.
Daz is not here. So do we need a description,
Oh,
right?
God. Let's do
I
that.
had one pulled up.
Tower of God description.
Oh, hold
Oh
on.
God, I spelled description wrong. Oh thank God, Google corrected it.
Decryption.
Oh gosh, you guys are so great.
Oh God. Oh, the
God.
wiki is not helpful at all.
Wait, yes it is. What do you mean?
What?
Wait, are you on the Tower of God wiki or the Wikipedia?
I'm on the Tower of God wiki, not
If
Wikipedia.
you gotta, I love that we're yelling about this. Go to the Wikipedia and just Tower of God.
Come
Wikipedia.
on,
Not the
guys.
wiki.
I got
Not the
it.
wiki.
I got it.
Let's just start a panic.
I don't know where my glasses are.
Hang on. I've got you. I have you. Here.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Hang on. There we go.
The story is about a boy called 25th Bam who is trapped beneath a mysterious tower. Chasing after his female companion, he manages to open a door into the tower, and he must now face challenges at each floor of this mysterious tower as he tries to find his companion.
That's pretty
But now we're in part 2, and stuff's crazy.
Yeah, it's not just about that anymore. Spoiler alert.
It's not just about that anymore.
Spoiler alert. You know, you guys... No, hang on. No, never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna...
Wait for spoiler time?
Yeah.
So should we get our recommendations?
Yes, please. I can go first.
Okay.
If you liked the first 79 chapters of Tower of God, you're going to absolutely love the next 80 through 105. You're going to absolutely love it. And if this is your first time joining us for a MangaPod before and you haven't seen us talk about Tower of God before, I 150,000% say go and read it, because it's a manhwa and it's a very different story. The world has so many possibilities, and the artist and author have he has absolutely no qualms about using all of those possibilities to the full potential. And the characters are wonderful, and the story just goes all over the place, and it's awesome. So I highly recommend it personally. That's me.
I agree. Yeah, it started off as just like a dude who wanted to write a webcomic, which is like awesome. I love when that stuff turns out to be like crazy successful and really well done. But yeah, I totally recommend it. It at the start of this part 2, because like if you read part 1, you know all the stuff that went down in part 1, and part 1 ended crazy. And so with part 2, we're starting to see all new stuff that you are starting to understand how it will be interconnected with the old stuff. And that's really exciting. And I think I speak for all of us when I say that we all really want to know what's going to happen after what we read. So it's like,
especially
but yeah, totally recommend it.
Yep.
Yoku Bear?
You guys could probably guess that I hated it. I'm just kidding. I love it a lot. So much. It was so good. Like it's been a while since we've read a manga here on MangaPod that like right after reading it, and usually when I'm reading a manga that I'm even enjoying, I'll like read it and be like kind of like I'm sitting here for like 40 chapters already. I'm tired. I don't want to read anymore, even though I'm kind of liking it. But this, I'm just like next. Like I just went through it so fast, and I couldn't stop. I would have read further if. I'm glad we actually moved it another 3 chapters forward. You know, than we were in the first place.
Oh, me too. You guys were spot on.
Yeah,
that's a
perfect.
beautiful spot.
Stopping at 105 instead of 102 because oh my god, end of 105, I was like, ah!
That was
like my mind.
Best cliffhanger.
Oh god, it was so good.
So I recommend this 100%. So good. Like I can't wait to like read more of this. So I want to know. I want to know what happens. And this second part, it's different characters. It's kind of another group of characters, so it's kind of cool in a way. I don't know. I at first I'm like, I'm probably not gonna be into it, but I was into it, so it's awesome. They're another cool group of characters. So yeah, check it out. Just go.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all recommend it, which means you should go and read it so you don't get spoiled, because there are some massive things you don't want spoiled for you.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my god, if you haven't read Tower of God, please don't watch this MangaPod. Like, please. Oh my, please just go start from the beginning and read forever, because I don't want to be the reason that you find out certain things. Oh god, it's just so good. Anyhow.
You're so cute.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. I just wanted you to know that. But that is as spoiler free as this MangaPod is going to get. So please, like we were saying, I feel like I just have all sorts of like stuff in my teeth now that I'm eating.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. I don't want to be spoiled. So let's jump in. Let's jump into our spoilery discussion, because holy crap, there is so much stuff that I want to talk about.
Shit.
It's time to talk some shit
right now.
That's where it starts.
So, okay.
So should we talk about how part 1 rounded off?
Yeah, let's just to give people a refresher, because I personally had to go and read part of the wiki to remember all that happened, just to give a refresher. But we left off the very end of what we left off. They were in the middle of it. They were in a test, and what happened was, do you spell it? Is her name Rachel or Raquel?
Rachel. I think it's Rachel.
Rachel and Bob.
I read it as Rachel.
I read it as Rachel. But we left off with, they were in like the bubble thing. This is gonna be the worst description ever.
Bubble.
They were in a bubble.
I don't do the terminology. I don't do the jargon.
then-
Okay, I do description. Not very well though. They were in the bubble, and then Rachel pushed Bomb out of it, and everybody thought that he was dead. Or he's dead. He died. And so then Kun and everybody has decided to help Rachel reach the top of the tower. They've all
because
become
that's
a team
in honor of Bam's memory.
honor of Bam's
That's
Because
what
they
Bam
think she
wanted.
can't walk.
Yes.
Because they think she's a paraplegic.
Lion
She's
bitch.
not that bitch.
But who knows that? Who knows?
Yeah. Oh,
That's what we
Kun.
found.
Yeah. So yeah, was there anything else that you guys wanted to? Oh, and the teacher, the one ranker left, Leo Ran or whatever what his name was. I know it started with Leo, but
The golden hair guy.
golden
right?
hair guy. He
And then
left
to
go to the 77th
they started talking about how the Prince of Zahard was going to come back,
Yes.
and nobody knew exactly what that meant.
Yeah.
So
So that's what happened. And then the beginning of this season started 5 years later from that. So it started off with a whole new cast of characters for the most part. Like we saw Yuri and she brought the two swords. So we saw her, but then after that it was just like
Yeah, we didn't see
it was all
anybody
new stuff.
Yeah.
until Kun at the end of chapter 102. We saw him like sitting there. Yeah, that's about it.
that was it. And then we saw like some other people from the team and Rachel. We saw her. But beyond that, it was just like didn't know anybody when it started out. I knew that it was a time skip, but there was still like I was still confused for a little bit.
I didn't know it was going to be a time skip at all, so I kept waiting to see if like characters we recognized were going to show up, and they don't show up at all. Like this is a total separate story that you can tell is going to get all trapped up in this, and I can't wait. But yeah, and even at the end of all of this, there were a lot of people that we loved, like Rack. That we didn't see. And I was like, what's Rack doing?
Where are you,
miss
Ray?
Rack.
Little baby crocodile man somewhere.
I want you to call me your turtle again.
Yeah, where you at?
Call me a turtle.
But yeah. So we've got his name Wingnam?
Wingnam.
Or Wangnam?
Yeah, Wangnan.
Wagnan.
Wagnan.
I called him Wag.
Wag.
Wag. Wag.
And he's a dude who wants to become king of the tower. And he has tried to do the test and climb the tower so many times. He's like super in debt. Looks awesome though.
God,
has like
his
crazy
character
fangs and
design.
little like
Oh my
little
God,
like
I
devil
love-
horns coming out of his the back of his neck.
That's
That
a
was
weird
cool.
design. That
I
is a weird
loved it. It
design.
was so different.
I know, I liked
loved
that
it.
too.
Remember somebody pulled him by the horns? Actually?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, is it your one weakness?" But then I remember
It's like
that he's
Goku's
super weak
tail.
no matter what.
he just has no skills.
Great.
But you know that. Oh my goodness! I know time's up. When did I set a timer? Anyway,
Time's up. Time's up. Time's up, Brooke. No, be careful.
Oops.
Final countdown.
You can
Final
tell
countdown.
there's gonna be a scene eventually because he's got the Zahard ring, right? So I'm just like waiting for that moment that's totally gonna happen where he's gonna have like powers
Yeah.
that get unlocked somehow,
So he's
functionally or
the-
what.
Do you
is
think
he the
he's-
prince?
do you
Is
think
he
he's
that
the
prince
prince?
that's coming?
I don't know if they're like leading us to believe that, but it's not true.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe.
like we don't know how he got that ring.
I
We don't
kind of
know-
have
But
a
it's really important to him. We know that much.
little theory.
What's
Uh,
your theory?
Maybe there's multiple people with like rings like that or something like that, or they had to like meet some kind of, I guess, circumstances, And maybe that way the king is going to be chosen, somebody who is climbing up the tower, like without realizing. Yeah, they might unlock some kind of power or something like that. But that's probably like somebody with the ring like that or something like that might become the king, the prince, because we haven't really seen or heard anything. We just know that the prince is coming. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
it's almost
surprised.
like winter's coming. Except
I was surprised that like when Viola saw his ring and like gave it back to him, and he was like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no," because he knows,
he knows
that,
something.
Yeah.
yeah, he knows that Fug, like, I love that they're called Fug. Oh,
Oh
my
my
god,
God,
it's like my
yes.
favorite thing.
Oh,
on Fug.
Yes.
man.
Fug.
Oh man, y'all Fug.
Fug.
Fuck this, man.
I just think of fugly whenever
That's what I
I
thought
was like,
too. I was
dude,
like,
you fugly.
dude, you fugly.
Fug.
It was real good, but I thought that it was very telling that there's something to all of that, because we know he's like a super coward for the most part,
Yeah.
and I feel like if he didn't feel a very strong emotional connection to that ring, he would have panicked and been like, "Oh, somebody just gave this to me. I don't really care about Zahard or any of that. You know, it's like not a big. It's like whatever."
Yeah.
But he didn't do any of that. He just accepted the ring back and was like, "Please don't kill me."
I loved him. That's something, like, the characterization of all the characters is very, very well done. And what I thought was interesting is this is a whole new cast of characters, but they were all still so different from all the characters we knew and loved from the first 79 chapters. Which I thought was it was awesome. I thought that was really good writing on the writer's part.
Yeah.
I just like that I pretty much liked all the characters. There was a couple that I didn't care as much for, which was like that little girl.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care for the little girl that much, and even a little bit I didn't get. I kind of cared for the girl with the glasses, but I didn't.
It
I
took
just
me-
kind
I didn't realize
design
those were
was so
glasses.
funny to me.
I thought they were just her eyes, and like I was so accepting of it because I was like, well, all the other characters have like weird.
Where are the pupils? That's so creepy.
I didn't. I was like,
She's
But
always
she
just in
had,
big
like-
shock.
she didn't have like the line connecting, like the little nose piece connecting them, so they were just like.
That's
pretty
really
funny.
funny, Aaron. I
pretty-
wish
that's
that I could
pretty
see the
damn
world through
funny.
your eyes.
That's not her eyes. That's
I was
glasses.
like,
About those, huh?
later on when he was like, "Aren't you in love with glasses girl?" I was like,
Who the fudge is glasses girl?
Glasses
Who
girl.
the fuck is
Who the
glasses?
fuck is glasses girl?
They had called her that a few times, though. That
Yeah.
makes me laugh. That's
But yeah.
really funny.
Those
I-
are the only two
I
characters
skip
I didn't.
things.
Those are the only two characters. I did kind of care about the glasses girl, but actually, I pretty much did care for her. I really liked the silver-haired guy and the
Yeah, me too.
giant.
Yes.
Those guys are so badass, especially with the, like that ending part when he was when he
Oh, with the,
defeated
like,
that guy.
Wing
Yeah, he was the
and
devil.
everything.
Oh
Oh,
my
I was like,
Oh my, that reveal that when he's just like the devil in my right arm, I was like, I was at work reading and I just went, ooh! It was
It's
such
cool.
a good,
Even
I
that
was
prince
nuts.
who is that piece of shit arrogant bastard, like, oh, I
Yeah.
could take out anyone, but he knows what
Oh my
Viola
God,
is
he was
capable
like-
of. He even knows what Viola's capable of, but like when he saw him, he's like, no, here's the room, take it, just go.
Yeah,
like,
no
like
problem.
damn,
That,
he is. I can't wait to see more of him. So cool.
I agree.
That's remember when I was saying that, so, okay, let me catch you guys up. So, when I was reading the manga on my phone, it skipped me ahead, like, a ton of chapters. And so, because I read a chapter that's really far ahead, because I thought I was supposed to, and they were just going to explain everything. Like, my phone messed up. I know everything about that dude.
Oh my
It all got spoiled for me, and I'm just like,
oh no!
it's okay. It's
No,
fine.
that is not
I was just
okay. That is not okay.
I'm not
Oh.
supposed to know this stuff yet. What the heck?
I don't even want to know if it was good
I'm
or
not-
bad. It's
I'm
probably
not
good.
gonna say anything.
Thank
Oh, that's sad. I feel sorry
know
for
too much
you.
about that character.
So you knew that he was the actual devil right hand?
I knew about his right hand thing. Yeah, I knew about that already.
I'm
But-
so sorry for you.
That's okay. It was still dope,
still
guys.
dope.
I know it was.
It was still
was pretty
sick
dope.
for him to be like, oh, remember that line you used earlier on in that other test? Let me regurgitate it back to you and just terrify the shit out of you. I was like, "Yay!"
Oh god, and that whole panel looked amazing. Can we just talk about? Let's talk about art because we're jumping around, but I like
I know.
it. I
Art
like it.
is so good.
Oh
I think
my
it got better.
God.
It got so much better.
Good. The coloring of it, especially with the fight of Love versus Viola.
Oh my god, was so
So
good.
good. I was just sitting there screen grabbing it, but I
On a
didn't want to
whole
tweet
other
it because I don't want to ruin anything. But I was like, this is so pretty. I wanted the one panel where has his fist back and like Love, like just that perspective. I want that on my wall. Like I want that framed. It looked so cool.
I like the blurring effect that it did. Like he seriously he went to a whole other level with this art, especially in the fights. It's just so much better.
Dude, I thought that it was crazy because I love the character design of Mule Love. I think he's awesome.
I love
But
his eyes.
He's also, he's just got like scribble crayon eyes.
Yeah.
But like, he's so different from all the other characters that I was like, I don't know if he fits in this world, but he totally does. He like pulls it off and it's very strange to me. Like, this guy is so weird, but
Like you would think he's like a little kid or something, but he's just I don't know.
Oh,
He's weird.
yeah.
He's the size of Viola, but he's just like twice as like 3 times thicker than him.
He reminded me
like
of
during a punch, it's like a little punch, and he's like a big hand like flying at each other.
Oh my god.
So it was.
He reminded me of what's the name of the one thing from Persona 4. What is it?
What?
Thing?
The oh god, what's the name?
Oh, Teddy.
Teddy.
Teddy?
Yeah.
He reminds you of Eddie?
I don't know.
He's got the same
The
eyes.
eyes reminded
You're
me
right.
of Teddy.
Yeah, I guess it's just the body like shape.
He's not round. the same.
Absolutely nothing else reminded of him but the eyes. So they're basically the same thing.
So whatever.
We know how good I am with eyes.
You like eyes.
I love.
That's creepy. Stop.
I'll keep doing it if I want to do it.
Whatever.
Just to pause really quick. There's a lot of people in chat questioning the technical difficulties. That's not YouTube. That is XSplit. I was talking to these guys. I've been working with the XSplit support for the last 2 weeks or so, and we're just trying to figure out a fix to figure out the lagginess that's happening. So I've done a lot of things and tried to make it as good as possible. So I just wanted to apologize for this is going on. But yeah, sorry about that. But so you guys know. Moving on though, more about the art. I just noticed that his perspectives, like the way he draws just different perspective and different angles of the characters, it's not just standard profile, this thing, da-di-da-di-da. It's so unique and like it's gotten so much better over the course of the series, but he's done that since the beginning, where he's taken chances with how he draws, what angles he draws.
Oh yeah, I always like that. Definitely. I did notice that earlier. I think we talked about that a bit in one of the previous episodes of MangaPod.
Yeah.
So he does a good job with that. But like picking up the quality of the actual like art, or maybe even just the coloring. I think it's like
The coloring.
the artist. It's the coloring.
Yeah.
That's the big difference. And he's
Got
using
better
like
with his
these
Photoshop
like
skills.
yeah, he's using like the blur effect. He's using like the smudge effect. He's using that stuff to its advantage now because he could. This is a webcomic. He doesn't have to like. He has no rules, man. He can do whatever.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So
It's
I'm
true.
glad that he's using that. And like now, there's how many chapters left? Like 80 chapters still left for us
180
to read.
just came out, so
Yeah, so we have almost like 180 chapters to go, 75 chapters to go. I wondered this to see how he's gonna improve even more. Because I like if you're gonna improve that much within like the first 100 chapters, it's probably gonna even do other stuff. It's gonna be crazy. Can't wait. It's awesome.
So good. Guys, Tower God is so good. Like the whole game that they did, the test that happened in the middle of the night with like all the rooms and everything. When it was first explained, I was like, that is confusing as fuck. Like
I agree.
I thought I
quote-
wasn't gonna follow it at all. And to a certain extent, I still didn't understand exactly how it worked.
There
but-
was a few of the rules that I felt got smudged randomly or like forgotten about at times. throughout
Well,
the
like,
thing.
okay, here's a question, guys.
Yes.
So Vial was gone, trying to get like the one cartridge so that he could move on all by himself,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And then Yun drank that weird drink, right?
Okay.
And left the room.
Right.
They had no one left in the room, which broke the rules. Why were either of them still applicable to move on?
That
You
also
are-
happened when Nia died, and Wong wasn't in the room.
You're right.
Well, they took over the room, so pretty much the bastard, we'll call him that because I don't remember his
Fucking
name.
Lurker.
Lurker, the Lurker bastard. He was there.
It Lurker? I think it was
Yeah,
Lurker.
it was Lurker.
Yeah.
Stalker.
That guy. I'm gonna kill him.
So pretty much he was there. He took over the room, so he just had to stay in there.
Did he
That's
actually
what-
press the button though to control the room?
I think he did.
I think so. Because
okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did because remember when after Lurker left, he left one of his other henchmen over there, and he went to Prince and everything.
Oh, okay.
And
that
when he
would
ran,
make
when he was
sense.
running away because he was being chased by Viola,
Yeah.
Mhm.
he actually ran in and took the remote and like tried to close the door. But Viola was just like, "Yeah, you're right." Just walked in
Dummy.
there.
That's true. So if he had taken over the room already with his lackeys, and his lackey was left in there, then that was technically his room now. So that would be why. But then, I'm confused.
It was their
Yeah,
team's room. It was their
And
team's room.
I didn't understand what the difference was between capturing a room and joining a room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you captured a room, did that mean that the people in that room were disqualified? They weren't part of your group?
Yeah, but
And
then
if you join a room, then you're all one team?
But then wouldn't Wang whatever be disqualified then? Because
That's what I was wondering.
that's the main thing I was kind of lost on.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
But then who gives a shit about rules? Because like so many of them were broken either way.
But
This is-
fuck it, whatever. They all moved on.
he had the love or whatever. He had no right of doing this test.
Yeah.
It's
it wasn't
true.
supposed to.
So he didn't really care either way.
Yeah. YOLO!
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
Screw it,
Whoops.
just revenge. That's all he had in mind.
I also think it's interesting we haven't heard about Fug at all until now, and now everybody's talking about Fug. Like, Fug is like a big deal right now, and I can't tell if it's because Viola is in there, or if it's just because Fug is gonna be like a huge part, and they're just trying to set up that Fug's a big D, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. But like that, like the candy cane dude, the dude that Love reported to.
Yeah.
Like, when Love left the room and he, like, pressed his make my room evil button and, like, the lights
Yeah.
went out.
Everything went red.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
everything went red and black, and he was
Fuck.
like, it's just as Fug decided upon. Ha 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 ha. And I was like, what the fuck is
What if
happening?
he came back
What
in
the
the
fuck
room?
is happening?
And then Love comes back in and he just presses the button again and all of a
He's
sudden
like-
everything's fine.
Sir, you keep turning off your light, you silly butt.
He just
like-
flips it on.
That's cool. He probably has like a big red button in the middle of this room. Just
Yeah. It's like,
Don't ever press that button. Don't even-
Just don't press my button. You guys know who Viola is, right? Who really?
Who is Viola?
I just want to make sure y'all know so that I can
Who's
say
Viola?
because I don't.
It's
know.
Rock. It's really Rock. He was Rock at this guy. That's who it was. That's why we didn't see Rock. It all makes sense.
He's actually.
I mean, Viola's supposed to be Bam, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted. I for some reason was having an inner panic attack that wasn't known to you guys, and so I was like, I can't. I don't want to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
It's funny how that's not one of the first things we brought up.
I know.
'Cause,
That's
like-
why I did. I was going to. It was going to be the first thing I said, and then I was panicking. I was like, wait, rotten bacon butt. Rotten bacon butt. Keep the bacon in.
Oh, wait,
I remember
Bacon?
Bacon.
bacon ribs. What?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a reason A that his face is completely covered by hair.
And it has his hair.
B, yeah, has like a longer version of his haircut that his eyes are gold, the same way the Bam's
Yeah.
are. And also that we had that weird, like, right after we met him, we had that weird section where he was reminiscing on talking to Rachel about being on the top of the tower. And I was like,
If that's not obvious.
yeah, huh.
If he's not having actual memories.
It wasn't obvious to me right off the bat because I actually didn't realize for a long time that this was a time skip.
Oh, okay.
But it became obvious to me later. I was like,
there was at one point, there was a translator note that was like, listen, if you don't have it by now, this guy's bomb.
hey. Hey, guess what?
But yeah,
I love how everybody's just like, this guy's so dangerous. What the F right now?
He's a monster.
There was one part where I actually doubted that he was Bam.
What
yeah,
part?
when?
I knew it. It was like, oh, this is obviously Bam. But there was like one part because I remember during that part with Yeon when they turns out that they were sharing rooms and she's like, oh, you're a girl?
Oh yeah,
Let's take a bath together.
Girl.
And I'm like, oh, it's a girl. Never mind. And then like he walks into the male bathroom, and I'm just like, oh, that was a troll move.
It made me
That was
laugh.
troll.
Made me laugh because I was like, Jan now understands how all of us felt with Ho.
It's so
That
true.
Ho, I remember Ho.
Ho,
God.
who none of us realized
fucking
was
Ho.
like a girl until her, or was a boy until her funeral. His funeral, whatever.
It's really
It
hard
was
to
like-
talk about.
What a man Ho was. I'm sorry. I've been keeping that joke in my pocket for at least 3.5 seconds, so I just needed to pull it out now.
Just
You had to whip that one out.
There it is. There's that joke that I thought was real funny. Yes.
10 out of 10.
Oh.
10 out of 10, best joke of the podcast.
Yeah, I got confused about that too, Yoku. It was like,
That was the only time when I was like, it's not.
Oh,
probably
really?
Not Bam.
I
But
didn't-
then after we found out that it's actually a guy, then I'm like, that just 100% confirms that that's Bam now. That's like the freaking thing.
It is a man.
Right, thanks.
yeah,
No problem
so
there.
cool though. Man, what happened to him? He's so cold now.
there's-
Or is he?
he's got-
Does he
No,
just have to keep himself?
He
you
has
know?
a heart.
He just
Pepper.
needs a simple reminder about the good that's left in people.
He just
I have
needs
a
to run
feeling-
into Coon, and then they can be like, best friends forever! That's all I want.
I have a feeling that that Wangnan and stuff, he's gonna
Wang.
Wang. Well, he's gonna help him a lot.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that's reveal at that point. That's it. Like because he even asked him like what's your reason for like climbing the tower? What are you doing? Like and he told him and like he saw how I guess pure of a reason he has. But at the same time, he knows about the ring, so he might like
Might just be
Shit.
using.
shit, man. It could go either way. Gosh, man, this is so good.
Yoko's like,
He also like legit joined a corrupt criminal organization just so that he could like bring these guys down. And I'm just like, shit. Bam's
So
been
good.
through some stuff.
bam.
5 years, a lot happens,
Yeah, man.
Especially
after
when
you
you get
fall out of a
thrown-
bubble.
You get thrown
Yeah.
out of a bubble by the person you care
Guys,
about the most.
if Arrow has taught me anything, that show's great, by the way. In 5 years, you can just like go from wimp to badass like real quick. Shit. You can learn languages. You can learn about technology. It's crazy.
Yeah, 5 years.
Bam's
is
a whole
long
new
time.
person.
5 years is a very long time. It's true.
It's true.
True.
What did you guys think about? Okay, I was reading it on my lunch, and then I got to the part where Nia died, and I reread that like 15 times, being like, maybe he's not dead.
Oh, he's hella
Oh
dead.
my-
He's hella dead, and
he is dead.
I sobbed. I don't know why.
Oh no, Aaron!
Listen, it's a trend with MangaPod that I am going to
I
cry
know.
at least like once at every single freaking
Aw.
manga I read. But I was so sad. I think it was because of how the scene was written between and how it moved back and forth between Wang and that in the lurker room, and how he could. I was just picturing it how he could only hear the sounds coming through. And with his dialogue going over it, I just thought it was like an incredibly beautiful scene. Like tragic,
Yeah.
but like
It was so
really,
sad.
really well done.
The artist, every now and then I read the notes at the end of the chapters, and I read the notes at the end of that chapter, and he was like, "This was so hard for me to write." didn't even want to review this chapter when it was done. I just wanted to be done with it because it was so emotionally hard to write this chapter. And I was like, oh,
that just made me sadder.
I know.
They made it so graphic as well in a way. Yeah. Like that was another good camera placing. I think it definitely made me feel more emotion than if we just saw like his full dead body laying there. But no, we saw Lurker wiping his hands off with that rag, and then in the next panel you see that rag on the ground and his arm just in blood. Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
So sad.
I didn't think he died as well at first because they never showed it. They never showed it happening. It was just like, oh, stop moving.
He's finally dead. I was like,
oh, maybe. Don't move.
But he's alive.
He's a fighter. This is a fighter. Oh, he's dead. Finally.
You know, he's hella dead. God. It's very sad.
But that's the kind of character Lurker is. He's just a very like, kind of guy.
He's like, he's Yogi Bear.
Yeah, it was.
It was just like you're saying, like the way that he set it up and paced it was just really.
Yeah, it totally caught me off guard. Even though I kind of you expected that he is dead, but at the same time you're like, okay, yeah, like you said, it happened in many manga that like stuff like this happens, but then like, oh, he's not dead.
Yeah.
False.
Well, JK.
False emotions. But then, like when I saw like the blood, the towel, the hand, and I was just, no.
That's so, and then when he goes to get Viola and he's just so angry, like the emotion in the characters wasn't like flat, like you could feel every single bit of emotion that
beautifully drawn and colored, by the way. That brought up so much atmosphere, like so much.
Oh yeah.
Great.
I was actually like, when I was reading it, I was like, I would never want to see it animated. I don't know if that sounds weird, but I just like, there's something that captures you so much about the drawing style, and like it's already so animated while being a comic, and I feel like something might be lost if it was ever.
I agree with that.
I don't know. It's really hard to say. It would be kind of hard to capture that for sure. These emotions in those moments.
The style, I think, would be so hard to animate too, without compromising the look of the characters.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys think about the prince?
Oh my
God. I'm so glad he's still there. I'm so glad he moved on. I was just like, God, this guy, he's got to be the project, you know? He's that guy who's got to just like realize he's a shithead.
Exactly. That is what he's there for.
Yep.
He's there to be the shithead.
And I'm like, all right, Prince. I also love that everybody just calls him Prince.
Yeah, that's his name. Like his dad's like, we have to get Prince to the top of the tower. Like,
yeah.
Is his name Prince?
Prince is a name though.
That's true. Like the singer.
Yeah, Prince.
Yes.
He just starts. No.
He starts singing.
Tower God becomes.
Is that the backstory of the
his hair's purple?
Yeah. It's so great.
The writer of the manhwa was like, yeah, I'm just really into Prince. I wanted to have a character that's like an homage to Prince. And then by the end of it, he will no longer be Prince. He will be the symbol of the man formerly known as Prince. And we'll all be like...
Genius.
We should go tweet at him again. Just say,
look.
Hey, we know how you're... Listen, we have called before so many parts of your manhwa. Allow us to keep doing this.
Look.
We know what you're going to do. We're on to you. Man formerly known as Prince. No, his character, like, wasn't anything new. Like, he wasn't a super new character. He was pretty predictable. Like, doesn't make him any less likable, but he was definitely predictable. But I'm interested to see what happens with him, especially with the fact that the guy that Love reports to did the whole thing with, like, Prince is moving on. Like, it worked out because Prince is moving. So it's like, I want to know what plot is revolving around him. That's what's going to happen with that.
It surprised me. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It surprised me how cocky he was. Like, unabashedly cocky when it came to battle.
Yeah.
Like, he was fully willing to hire thugs to protect him and fight for him. But then when his strongest one was standing in his way, he was like, oh, girl, you don't even know. You don't even know what I got going on right now. You crazy. I'm going to beat you down. And he, like, was able to do nothing. He was just, like, slaughtered. And I was like, you seemed so confident. Like, why were you so confident? I don't understand.
Well,
it was very strange.
We know that he has a little bit of power because during the one test where he hits the thing,
he did well.
He did well, yeah, but he was no match.
That
what was he thinking?
That guy said his henchman. He's just like that. This ain't just a game anymore. I'm not punching like a little like for the game. This is the real deal.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why. Not enough experience.
People die.
Maybe raw power. Not enough experience. That's
Maybe he hasn't learned how to train because he's been coddled his whole life.
Cuddled all life.
Coddled.
What if...
Cuddled.
What if, guys, how much would you just be angry and vomit everywhere if it turned out that Prince was the prince of Zafar?
Oh my god!
That would be.
I'd be like, stop it! No! Are you kidding me?
Boo!
I'd be so upset.
Redo!
So upset.
I
don't see that happening like even like 1%. There's like no chance almost.
With the way that SIU is the author's name, I believe. SIU. The way that the way that he does plot twists, I don't see that happening. But maybe that's the biggest plot twist of all. Prince is
it's something that is like the least
I named him Twist. I named him Prince to throw you off the trail.
Prince the Twist.
In the author's note, the author note just says, lol.
We're all like, oh god, I give up. I'm done reading this manga. Never again.
I did think that Prince was going to be a lot, I guess, less important than he is.
Yeah.
Like, he's not, like, super duper important.
I thought he was more of a throwaway character than he has.
He was kind of like a little bit fodder. A little bit cannon fodder.
A little bit of fodder.
Because I thought he was going to just, like, show up, be, like, the cocky guy, because he got, what's her face? Fire chick. Yeon. He got Yeon. He's like all these, like, it's like he's like a gangster. That like he's a cocky bastard. He's been like cuddled all his life.
He's been cuddled.
and then like you just get his ass kicked and he'll lose and he'll go back. He'll like because they're like he's like the father. He just bought in and just paid these guys so that he can like move up and like
right.
I thought he was just gonna like get like thrown out.
We need that character though, guys. We need that character who reluctantly is with the group and he's just a shit. Why is this guy with us? He's dead weight.
He's
becoming, and then he'll eventually save all of them. Sacrifice himself. He might die. He might sacrifice himself.
Like that's 50-50 chance that he's probably gonna die sacrificing himself for somebody.
Yeah.
For the group. For the team.
Oh god, and it'll be right after someone falls in love with him.
Oh yes.
Be like maybe he's not all that bad. And they'll be like, oh, maybe this could be something, and then he'll get thrown into a terrible situation, and he'll throw away his life for this person that falls in love with him, and he'll be like, I wish that we had more time. And then everybody will cry, including Aaron. Aaron will definitely cry.
Love stories like that, come on. Can't do that.
I agree, I will probably die. I'll die.
I'll die.
I will die.
My heart too much.
I die every time.
Oh, that's actually reminded me. That's another reason why Viola is Bam, because he always gets mentioned by all the girls that he's a hottie, and Yeon mentioned that he's a hottie. So that's another.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's always like, so handsome.
I don't understand. Listen, I've never. Maybe I would if I experienced this, but I've never been somebody where I'm like, I don't want you to look at me. You just want me for my body. And then somebody says, I'm not interested in your body. And then I get really offended. Like, I don't know.
That's super tsundere, though.
I know, it's super tsundere, but I've just never understood that line of conversation.
I know. It's used in so much anime and manga, too.
Trope, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, guys and girls.
Yeah. What's
I
that?
just need you to know, girls don't do that. Like, that's not a thing that happens in real life where girls are like, don't look at my boobies! Don't look! And then when you don't look, they're like, why don't you want to look at my boobies?
that's not a
Like,
thing!
that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
Like, if you look at him and be like, no, your body's kind of ugly and shit, then maybe you'll take offense.
then maybe,
But-
get irritated. But somebody being like, no, don't worry, I
not
have
here
no
for that.
interest in being gross that way, they won't get upset.
So, you know. You're not interested in being a why don't you want to look at me pervertedly? I don't understand.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's right after saying don't look at me pervertedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Girls,
Yeah,
listen.
that is
Oh,
something that happens.
Both
That
of
is
you.
something that happens.
This is what gives us a bad name, Aaron. This is ruining
That's
the
it?
female community.
Just that one trope.
You and me? Oh, the trope. I thought you were saying you and me were ruining some people. I was like,
no.
But I agree. Yeah, that trope. Stupid. It's dumb.
It just feeds into the same old, like, no means yes shit.
yeah.
It doesn't. They don't want
Read
you to look.
between the
No
lines.
means no. There are no blurred lines.
So funny, you guys are
Anyway,
so
Let's
into
move on.
that.
That's a completely different podcast.
Yeah,
But
we'll have that podcast later.
yeah. Oh, after dark.
Damn.
Yoku's
Should we talk about Kun and his crew?
Yes. Yes.
Because I don't think they haven't really talked about that.
Yeah, we
one.
just mentioned that he appeared, but yeah, no, we haven't really talked about him too much yet.
Kun is wearing shorts.
Yeah.
And he has like a
Cut his hair.
he kind of looks like a badly dressed tourist in Florida with his outfit right
I
now.
thought he looked kind of like a Cub Scout.
Yeah, I was thinking a scout, like a Cub Scout.
I was
like
like,
Yeah,
what's happening
with the
to you?
hat.
he's getting his
And the
he's
little-
getting his little medal for tying knots, you know, because he has a little knot.
Yeah, right? Don't understand.
It was silly.
I do
But-
love, though, that, I mean, we, like, you know, they have the reveal that he knows that she's been tricking them.
Mm-hmm.
But then the reveal goes even further that he's known she's been tricking them since the beginning.
Yes.
Like, he's just like right after it happened, he's just like, I think that she killed Bam and I think that she can totally walk. So fuck that bitch. Just like, oh shit.
Like he had no doubt. Like he was just like, yeah, no, this is.
He's
it.
But he
years
gave
of
her a
life
bone though.
away,
He
trying
gave
to
her a
like
bone though by saying
I thought you said boner.
a boner.
I was like,
he gave her a
And
bone.
you know
he
what?
gave her a
I
boner
missed.
though.
I missed that part.
He gave her a
Anyway.
bone by saying like, what if she's being like blackmailed by somebody or some shit?
Yeah.
But no way. Like, here's a question. Remember after he talked to
Oh
her?
no!
He
Oh no!
was like, what?
My computer went to sleep for some reason.
Is everything still working?
It's all working, but I don't know if that
Okay.
showed up on the screen region or not.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, go
But
on.
yeah,
Sorry.
during that part where remember like the first time we see Rachel and Kun talking, in the actual present time, not
Yeah.
the past. And she like giving him a hug and everything. Oh, like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, and after all that, and after he left, I remember how she got up and she's like started like stretching her legs, like walking around and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
was he?
It's like
He was
that part.
watching. He was watching her, right?
Yeah, he had his
Yeah,
little.
he had his
Just watching.
cube up in there.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused with that because they didn't like show it, I guess, well enough. But yeah, I kind of figured, but I was just wondering.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
my point.
surprised that she wouldn't think that he would do that.
She doesn't seem like she thinks a lot of things through. She's never given me the feeling that she's like super intelligent to be in where
She's not like
is.
a mastermind.
Yeah. But
She's a
it's
shitty person, but she's not a mastermind.
Yeah. It seems like but you think, yeah, like you're saying she would have more common sense to recognize.
No, it's
who
Kun. I guess
is.
Kun is doing too well of a job. Like he's
Kun's
showing
pretty.
it.
Kun's pretty.
He's just
good at
like,
what
you know,
he
you
does.
can rely on me. I know Bam would have wanted this.
He's a fucking good actor.
Like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get you to the top of that tower and then throw you
Push
off,
you
you
off.
mean bitch.
You bitch.
Just like, oh shit.
I love that Kun is the author's least favorite character.
I
Did you
know.
read that note at the end of one of the chapters where he's like, my least favorite character is back, Kun. And then he goes on to say that if he ever sold merchandise, he'd put Kun on all of it because it would sell the fastest. So he guesses he can't hate him too much. I was like, what are you doing?
Of course, he's like
Oh,
a soft
God,
stick
it's like-
character. That's what he is. He's like,
It's like
one of
Kulo
those.
Titty all over again. God, sorry, I'm not gonna go into Grimjaw.
I was gonna say you're not
Thanks.
gonna.
I'm not gonna do it.
Grimjaw's coming.
God.
Just wait, though.
Why does that always happen though? Why the authors always hate my favorite characters? They're like, God, I can't wait to kill this guy off, and I'm like, no.
No.
She's so sad.
But I loved, we were talking about this before we started, but the entirety of Kuhn's final speech in 105 was so good. The words can't.
Gosh, I was like, I like held my breath while reading that. I was just like, he's saying more? He's saying more? He's saying more?
It's like, I can't hold my breath anymore, and then you just passed out.
He's like super upfront with the whole crew. He's
I
like,
did not expect that.
He was not.
I didn't either.
Because he started with like, pretend to be friends with her, protect her, but then don't be her friend. Don't ever, because you might have to betray her.
Yeah.
She killed my best friend.
Yeah.
I was like,
And with the imagery, what I loved was the imagery of where when he started talking out and it sounded very normal and sweet, being like, we must protect her. That's when the sun started setting, and when it got dark was when he was like, because she's gonna die someday. You're gonna have to ignore her screams of pain. I was like, oh shit.
That was
good.
really good. That was jaw-dropping good. Like, I enjoy that so much. That was a really good part.
If
That's
there was-
also the part we stopped at.
Yeah, if there was
Yeah.
one scene, I know I said earlier that I really don't think I'd like seeing it animated, but if there was one scene that I'd love to see animated with a beautiful soundtrack, that would be it. Like, just to hear, like, music with a really good voice actor. Oh, God, that would be a really good scene. But that scene was just awesome. It was, God, so good. so good. Words.
that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What
my-
about, Great. Okay, done. We're done with that. What about Kuhn's new? What about
Yes.
Kuhn's new group he's got going? We didn't see too much of them yet.
We didn't.
So-
We saw Speedy Dude that he trapped.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw the dude who really wants to be a leader but isn't strong enough.
Novik.
Yeah.
His name is Novik. And then Ron, who's that little kid
And
that's
Ron,
strong.
the
Oh
little
my
kid
God.
who's like, lol.
How much did you love where? Crap! You just said Novik. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Novik is
How
the big guy.
Novik
and Ron is the
ordered
little
the T-shirts because he was
Yeah.
expecting to be number one, so he
kid.
ordered.
He's wearing
one.
like Ron's shirt.
It was so good. And everybody's like, yeah, I guess he just ordered the wrong sizes. Huh? I'm like,
That was pretty cool. I
Such a
caught
good,
that.
clever detail.
Novik.
Oh yeah, one of the teammates is a chicken.
Yes.
Yeah. One of the teammates is a chicken.
Back to the awesome character designs.
I really just want
Gotta love
Rack
chicken.
to show up.
Yes.
Since there will be a chicken and a crocodile just hanging out forever.
And then they'll
Best
get
friend.
married and have a baby.
Yeah.
Chickens with
Kraken,
like
a kraken
scales.
chick.
A kraken.
A kraken.
A kraken.
a
Ah.
kraken. That's the next big character.
He's the real prince. They're
Yeah.
kraken. They're kraken
What
child.
if what
will
if
be
the
prince.
chicken? What if the chicken is the prince? No, you play.
What if you coming?
Yeah, that's,
We're not-
that's even
I
more.
mean, now we
I
will.
wouldn't see that even more than like Prince.
We'll
becoming-
be like, Yoku called this.
like
Yoku
told you
did.
guys. I knew it. I predicted it. It was all thought
Rack's
out.
the prince.
Oh my
Anybody
God.
can be the prince, you guys.
Anybody? We just start naming all the names.
And we got Apple, that other chick.
Apple, the girl, yeah.
We have the
Apple.
doctor too.
Who was a doctor?
Oh no,
The
he's
fancy
a
dress?
minister,
A
right?
minister. But he's like the doctor of the group.
Michael.
Yeah.
Michael.
Oh, how did I forget the one like English name?
Normal name.
The
We're like
one-
no.
The
no
one
big-
name who is also my father's name.
The chicken's name
Michael?
is Yetang.
Michael?
Yetang.
Mikhail,
Much like Raquel.
Raquel.
Coon.
Coon. Coon.
And then Michael. Oh, that's so hard to remember.
My. But they're an interesting. I'm excited to learn more about them. They're an interesting little group.
What do you think about the fast guy? Dan. Dan. His name is Dan.
Dan.
Hey, Dan. Go.
What do you guys think about Dan? Dan, right?
You guys like Dan, didn't you? Dan. Dan.
Seriously. you guys think about Dan?
I actually can't remember who Dan is. Who is
He's
Dan?
the fast guy
The
that
fast guy.
Coon
The fast
tricked.
guy.
Oh, he's the fast guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have too many feelings about him yet.
I don't care about that guy. That guy sucks.
So far is
Yoko was trying so hard to have us talk about him just so that he could say that he hated him.
hate that guy.
Hate the
Okay,
fuck.
moving
I don't know.
on.
He's too similar to some of the other characters. He's kind of like too goofy and just like, oh,
Yeah.
whatever, I got this. I don't know. He's probably gonna have a lot more development because
Yeah.
they spent quite a little bit of time, like recruiting him and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gotta be needed for the
Or-
climbing up the tower.
Or it could have been, no, you're probably right. But I was going to say, or it could have just been like an introduction to Coon's new team. They needed a way to intro them in a smooth way. And what better way than being like, oh, hey, it's complete now. But yeah, you're right. I mean, all the characters end up having importance. Except for like the random lackeys that Prince brought that we never really saw again.
Yeah.
We got beat up.
Something I did want to talk about. We already talked about Viola and Wang, but the whole Wang talk after he doesn't kill Lurker, and he says the reason he's going to climb to the top of the tower is he's going to make it so that when people come in wanting to reach their dreams, it doesn't become a thing where people are being killed
Each
because
other
of
and ruin their
because of
lives.
it. Yeah, and how he's wanting to make it basically like a better world. And I just loved his whole speech. Him in like the last few chapters of that test was just badass.
Really, after Nia died,
After Nia died, yeah.
he was just like, "We're gonna get shit done because
Yeah.
fuck this place." And I was like, "Oh, sick! I see your fangs are more pronounced, sir. That means you're serious."
Yeah. And how Viola listened to him talk about, like, asked him later on, why didn't you kill Lurker?
Uh-huh.
He's gonna have a big ol' impact on Viola. He already has, but he'll have an even bigger one. Calling it.
Yeah. Oh, what if they become best friends and then when they meet up with Coon, Coon's like, "But Bam, I did all this for you because you were my best friend,"
And
and
then he
then
gets
it
all-
turns into a CW show.
You've been watching too much Arrow.
I know. Everybody needs to have that like dude on an acoustic guitar in the background serious moment. Like every episode, people are like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute? You know, you've really changed since Mom got into the hospital." And I'm like, "Calm down, everybody. It's crazy." What if this just turns into that? What if it's just
No.
acoustic guitar guy just constantly
Just becomes a CW.
not about the tower anymore? It's about.
I miss the other characters though.
I do.
Oh.
Where's the sleepy guy? I miss the
Sleepy
Oh, I
guy!
miss Sleepy Guy. I miss Green Reptile Girl.
Hatsu was brought up. Green Reptile Princess. Hatsu was brought up that the fake devil, the right hand, had beaten him. So Hatsu
That's
was
true.
mentioned a few times, but
That's true.
which made me be like, Hatsu's dead.
No.
No, but yeah, no, I agree. I'm excited to see more of the other characters that we grew to love earlier on.
Yeah.
I just love how expansive the cast is, and how I'm so hard pressed still to like find ones that I do not like. I mean, I can't remember too much since it's been so long ago that we read the first 79 chapter.
sleepy guy is the best.
Sleepy guy is so good.
It's funny because I don't know his name. I
We
just call him
just
this.
have
Sleepy guy.
descriptions for everybody except Coon and
Green girl.
Bam, and then we're like, yeah, Green Girl,
Bam.
Bam,
Bam.
Bam, Coon.
I mean, how do you forget Bam?
Yes.
You can't.
What's that? What's the
Goddamn,
guy's
Bam,
name? It has to do with an explosion. Something. What's his
Bam,
name? Oh.
Bam, and Coon.
Coon. I think I messed up Coon's name a couple times though. The first time we did it.
How did you? But, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of. There was a lot of stuff that wasn't resolved in the last, because we had Red. Remember the big fluffy guy? We had that fight with him at the end of 79. Do you guys remember him? The one who like was like a stuffed animal looking dude. Do you guys not remember him? Hang on.
What?
Stuffed animal looking
He's like
dude.
a fluffy goat. Looked like something out of Final Fantasy.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember it.
remember? He
Of
had
course.
that big fight at the end,
Yeah.
and then
What about him?
Brooke is still alive.
What?
Do you know
It's that guy.
No, I
It's
was
the why.
just
It's the
talking-
goat.
What
It's
I
the
was
goat.
saying
fluffy red guy.
No, his
Tower
name is
of
Red.
God.
His name is Red.
There's apparently a character named Red Hair in Tower
That's
of God.
Red.
I'm trying to find
It's
him.
not the same guy.
Hold on.
Oh, it's a girl. Oh, lol, never mind.
Hold
I
No.
hope we meet Red Hair soon.
Hold
Now
on.
everybody will be ready for it.
Red Bull. What? Wait,
Red-
wasn't his
Red-
name Red? Yes, it
I don't know if his
was.
name-
I'm pretty
is it?
sure.
It's definitely not Red Bull.
I'm sure Chad is gonna correct us.
Oh, his name is LeeErin. This is
Oh, Ren, not Red. Not that helps. I was gonna
right
say
there. Right there. I
dinosaur
linked
to
it into the
confuse.
Skype for you.
Oh, okay, cool.
But him,
Click.
we didn't have
Okay.
a conclusion on his
Oh,
whole thing.
oh,
Like, I
you're
had to
talking
find-
about last time.
Yeah, that's what I said.
God,
I
thought you were.
no.
I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about like this section that we just read.
No, you need
And I was
to,
like,
you need to listen to all of my words.
what are you talking about?
Because I said there's a lot of stuff that happened at the end of the last time we read that I like wasn't super like a lot of open ends that I'm interested to see how they come back together.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and he was a big one because he had that
Well,
that huge ass
It,
fight.
it was kind of.
Everybody in the chat now that's got up is like Ren. His name's Ren.
Ren. Hey,
Ren.
Ren.
I'm just gonna.
Hey, you're pretty
Yeah, the
close.
dude
That's
that-
pretty
Yeah,
good.
see, I had 2 letters out of a 3-letter name.
That's like 2/3.
That's like 2/3.
That's exactly 2/3.
Math! We've done it!
We did.
But yeah, no, there's just a few things that, like I was saying, I'm excited to see them come back.
Well, they must come back if people are like, run.
No kidding, they're like,
that's-
how could you forget the name?
How could you forget? Bam.
Bam! Coon! What's their slash name, you think? But
Bam and Coon.
Boon!
Boon.
Boon!
Or
Boom.
Boon.
Can.
Can!
Can we just call it Boon Can?
Boon Cam! Boon Cam! Yes, we
Boon
can.
Cam.
Boon Cam.
Yes, we
Boon
can.
Cam. Boon Cam.
All right.
All right. Should we
What
start?
else is there?
Is there anything else you guys wanted to touch on, or should we wrap up and give our final thoughts and ratings?
I don't think there's anything.
We talked about everything. We were all over the place, but like we talked about.
Well, we touched
quite
on
a bit, though.
everything.
Yeah, we talked about art. Talked about characters.
Talked about
Pretty much, we
writing.
talked about every character.
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't talk about silver-haired guy. That's the only guy we
Bald
missed
guy.
out. The father.
Oh, and his whole the
Father.
father. That was.
Father guy.
I did
I love
not.
can't
it.
believe
No
I
one
liked it.
believes him.
Yeah. They're all like,
Oh.
that was just a lie. He's like,
I need
no.
to find my daughter. My
Wayne
poor
is like,
baby
that's
girl."
bullshit. Don't listen to him.
I loved. I didn't care too much about him or the little girl until it became a thing between.
Oh, I
them.
cared about him since the beginning. His name is Akraptor, by the way.
A crap.
Hey.
A
Crap.
raptor.
A craptor. A craptor.
He's like a
A
crap.
A
like a
raptor.
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 It's like a crap dinosaur. Like a
God,
crap
I hope the creator of this
A
manhwa
craptosaurus.
never watches this and are
A
just like
craptosaurus.
a craptosaurus. Oh
That's his
no.
His name is Han as well.
Uh huh.
Han, a
Yeah,
craptosaur.
he's cool.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
He's
all you have to
mostly
say.
defined by just being like a general badass, but then
Yeah.
he's also a dad, and that's all that's going on with him right now.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
think there's anything more going on with him and that little girl? I mean, like
Well,
maybe
she doesn't know him.
They aren't.
Yeah, but-
It's not his actual daughter. It's like if you read the author's note at the end of the chapter where he goes to her room and he sits outside the door and they do the little game, which was hella adorbs.
Really
BTS.
cute. Yeah.
At the end of that chapter, the manhwa creator SIU Sui talks about. Sorry, they're coming up with all sorts of.
I know. I
and
just
somebody says turtle soup.
That's so true because they're both turtles. They're turtles.
Good job, Matthias.
Oh my gosh!
But
Thank you.
anyway.
This is all thanks to Rack, though.
This is all thanks to Rec.
source.
But at the end of that chapter, he made an author's note about how those two are filling the roles that have been left open by the respective person in their life that they've lost.
Right.
And so that's where they're
She's all on her own without parents.
And he lost his daughter.
doesn't have his daughter.
Yeah.
So they're like, he has this overwhelming need to protect her.
Mm-hmm.
And she finds comfort in him because he wants to protect her, even though they don't know each other.
Yeah, exactly.
You think that's the all it is?
I think he's
I think
gonna.
so.
One of them is gonna die, and it's gonna kill me.
Oh, God. Everybody's going to die in the same chapter.
Everybody's just gonna die.
Yeah.
Nobody's safe, man.
Yeah. Somebody's going to fall in love with Prince, and Prince is going to die, and then they're going to whip Pan.
No, the
and
little
Silverhead
girl.
Dude's going to be dead.
Little girl's gonna fall in love with Prince.
Oh, no. And then they're both going to die. And then she's going to be like, I guess the only way I'll get through this tower is if I close off my heart to everything. And then she's going to become a new princess of Zahard. Ah!
What about the glasses chick girl? The girl with the guys. I mean,
Glasses girl is going to drop out.
Giant eyes.
Be like, this isn't
Giant
for
eyes.
me. I'm just going to settle
eyes.
down and be happy.
she's
at
getting
whatever
more
part of the tower.
confident though. Come on, her
And
confidence is building up.
Crap. What's the real name of the actual devil? Right hand of the devil. Devil the right hand. What's his
I
real
don't
name?
remember.
He loves her.
Big dog.
Okay.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah, what
dog.
if they get to a
Hank, his
level
name
of the
is
tower
Hank.
where they're like, we can be happy here.
And then
and
she's
just
gonna
settle down?
die. She's gonna die.
No, they're gonna buy a farm on that area of the tower, and they're gonna settle down, and be happy.
Yo, after seeing that part
Yes.
with Kang, that's his name, I think.
King. You just have the
Uh-huh.
wiki open. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if Kang or his other name. His other name sounds harder to pronounce. I'm just gonna say Kang. It's like Horyang.
Goyang. Our
Like it's
Korean
gone.
needs some
After
work.
after seeing him destroy that guy, there's no way he's gonna like think of settling down. That would have been a waste of a character.
No, I think he of all people would be somebody who wants to settle down.
No, I think there's more to him. I think he's
Oh, I
playing
agree.
nice guy too much. He's not a nice guy. He's probably
Well,
bad.
both Silverhair and that guy are like, oh, sounds like we're not gonna be on the good side of Zahard. Too bad. Like, don't.
They're
YOLO!
Yeah, I think they're gonna play an important part with Bam and stuff, and I think they're gonna stick around for a while. And they are on the team, so they're gonna grow a bond. And with Prince is gonna join that trio. It's gonna be like a trio of them and Wang.
A trio and Wang.
Trio and Wang. Wang, who knows what's
A
up
new
with Wang?
sitcom coming to the CW this fall.
Trio and Wang.
Trio and Wang.
Huh?
Coming this Saturday.
Coming, huh?
All.
What?
All.
This isn't Onani Master Kurosawa.
It always is. It's
It
always
always-
masturbation master.
Forever.
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 Bringing that back. That's old school.
Don't do that.
So
It's old school.
well, after the highlights, I just can't. That's like,
I know. If you guys have not seen the MangaPod highlights from our year anniversary of MangaPod, you should definitely go and check that out.
I watched
You'll
it like three-
understand. You'll understand so many
Yeah.
inside jokes.
Aaron worked very hard on it, and it really is the best way to catch up on any inside jokes we have on
It's all
MangaPod. So
Basically, all it is.
It's all there.
Yes.
good.
So let's wrap up and give our final thoughts and ratings, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Who would like to go first?
Ladies first.
I'm trying to remember what I gave it before.
Yoko, you should go. Hang on, I can go look. I'll go look.
Okay.
We just wait.
If you guys could perform a musical number like the guy formerly known as Prince would, while I look this up, please.
We read manga, and it was really good. We're on the third part of Tower of God. Tower of God. Tower of God. Reading manga, because that's what we like to do. Tower of God. Tower of God.
Are you backup seeing yourself? Is that what it is?
Yes. I am backup singing myself.
It was great. It was really good.
Alright,
Okay.
sound legit. Like there was multiple versions of you.
It sounded like you pre-recorded that.
Thanks, guys.
Pre-recorded
Welcome.
in the studio.
I feel like, look, I can say this before you find it. Whatever I gave it last time, I think is what I'm going to give it again, because until the very end, nothing super mind-blowy happened. It was just, it was just expanding the world. It was introducing new characters, which I love. They're all great. But I wouldn't say that it like upped the ante on Tower of God for me. It was just like, oh, more Tower of God, and I loved it, and it was great to read, and I'm so excited to read more of it. And I get the feeling that the chapters that are coming are gonna be where I'm like, oh, but these ones weren't that, right? Nothing that just like shook my Tower of God world happened in this. It's just setting up stuff that's gonna happen in the future, which I'm totally cool with. And yeah, so whatever score I gave it before, I'm giving it that again.
Okay. The first time we read, you gave it an 8 and an enjoyment level of 8.5. And the second time we read, you gave it an 8.5.
Really?
Overall. Yes.
Oh, maybe I should up it to a 9. So I'm really invested in Tower of God.
I love that you're like, I'm not upping it.
I'm not changing anything.
Maybe I should.
I'm like really invested now. I'm like, a lot.
It's very good.
It's quite good. It's quite
Fine.
delicious.
Take it all back. I'm giving it a 9.
Yay!
Your whole explanation. Your whole explanation that you
It's
just
null
did.
now.
That's because I feel like an 8.5 isn't high enough.
Did you turn into a bat? 8.5 is high enough!
Oh my god.
Someone else go, please.
Yeah, we still gotta laugh about this a little more.
Your face was so good.
All right. Should I go or Aaron? Are you good? You good, Aaron?
You go. I could go.
All right, go. Breathe.
Wait, no, now.
Go. Just jump in. Just don't worry about it. Just jump in.
It's okay.
Oh, you got this.
Okay, I am going to also give it a 9 because I agree with everything you said, but I was also just planning to give it a 9 in the first place. I agree that it didn't up anything story-wise or anything. It didn't make me be super mind-blown until near the end when the biggest twist, I think, for me was when it was revealed who the real, like, devil the right hand was the biggest, like, pff. But it also had the emotional moment. I don't think I'd cried at Tower of God yet, and that automatically ups the ante when it comes to, like, giving it a little bit of a higher score. Because as much as I love when people die, actually, you know what? This still goes with the whole I love when people die, because it makes me feel things. Not that I wanted Nia to die, but so yeah, it gave me a little bit more emotion than it did before, and so I gave it an 8 the second time and an 8 the first time. So I'm gonna up it to a 9 because I thought it was awesome. Boom! And I cannot wait. I cannot wait
Bam.
to read. Bam! Bam!
Oh, bam!
Bam!
You're right.
Bam! So I can't wait to read more of it. I want to go and read it immediately. I think it's fantastic, and it's definitely in the top 5 of all the manga manhwa that we have read.
Oh, wow.
So.
Okay, I want to start off by asking, what did I give it?
You gave
A 5.
the first time you gave it a 6, and the second time you
Fuck!
I'm kidding. You gave it an 8.
I believe that.
I believed it too. I was like, damn.
That there
Yoku
was
was-
no sarcasm
Yoku
or
was
like
hard.
joking in that. It was just like
hard
give it a
last time.
6.
I fooled you. And then the last time you gave it an 8.25.
8.25. Oh, that's pretty specific. Damn.
Yeah, it was quite Pacific.
Pacific. Okay. I don't want to raise it too high with my rating. So
Are you gonna
I'll
give it
just
an 8.3?
I'm just gonna talk about it. And while I talk about my final thoughts, I'll think of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good plan. Let's do it. All right. It's awesome, guys. I loved it. So good. I'm gonna read it after this. Probably not. I'm gonna go eat ribs. But after ribs, probably gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep, and when I wake up tomorrow, we'll see what happens. But I'm probably gonna read it tomorrow morning when I wake up. I'm gonna download it all today. There, that's my goal, and I'm gonna read it all. So sadly, next time when we discuss this, I'll know what's gonna happen.
I probably will too.
Yeah, there's no way I can't. I'm not gonna like wait for like half a year or how long it's gonna take till next time we discuss this. It's crazy.
Wow.
Because crazy? You're right. You can't do that. So I'm gonna totally do it. This is really good. It's a really good series. Check it out. If you've somehow never read it and you're still watching this.
What
You've been
is
spoiled on
wrong
so much
with
shit,
you?
y'all.
What the heck, guys?
Get out of
Get
here!
outta here.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
We're talking
Yeah.
some shit now. For real.
Yeah.
Some nature.
Right now, for
Some
real.
real shit.
Read it, and I hope you guys continue and read more if you did read and catch up. So it's awesome for sure, and I give a score of 9. I'm going 9. 3 triple nines. 9.
Yay! I don't know
Very
what Dazzle would have given it, but I don't think he would have given it a 9.
10.
But
What are his older scores?
his previous score on the first one, he gave it an 8, and on the second one, he gave it a 7.5.
It went down.
5. Repeating. Yeah.
No, it definitely would have went
Down
up.
last time?
It definitely would have went up this time, though.
Yeah.
He probably
I
would've
agree
given-
it would have went up, but I don't know if he'd given it a 9. I don't know.
predict
I can't speak for
8.5.
Dazza.
I predict an 8.5. Daza gives this an 8.5.
Dazza gives it an 8.5.
Yes,
Oh.
that's accurate. 100%. I'll talk to him about it later.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
have
make
him
him-
tweet. We'll have him tweet. Be like, this is my score from the MangaPods. But yeah.
Just, you know how sometimes you think of something in your head and it really very quickly turns into something else in your, like, it happens in a split. Our
Oh, yeah.
brains work so fast, guys.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Brains are great. I was gonna say that on the spreadsheet it should be like a smush name of Yoku and Daza, and I was like Doku or Yaza or Yoza. And then I thought gyoza, and then I imagined you guys as gyoza, but with your little heads like popping out of the gyoza, and now that's, look.
It's like, where am I? What's going on?
It's like cat dog, like with one gyoza and then two little heads popping out the other side of the
that's
gyoza.
so much innuendo right there.
This is.
Yoku,
What?
Yoku wants to leave.
Yoku's like, okay, bye.
Oh.
And then it's just us. Us and Momoy. Just hanging out.
Look, I'll bring it back to stuff that makes sense. In chat, I can't remember who it was. In chat, somebody was saying that they wished that this was a tabletop game, like
Ooh.
almost like D&D, where like all of the different types that you can be in the tower are like classes.
Yeah.
You can
Ooh.
like climb the tower. I think that would be dope.
That would be super cool because
Somebody needs to make it.
the world is so expansive
work.
that it lends itself to stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would
I mean,
be
you could-
cool.
there's so many levels of the tower we've skipped.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally do anything you want with those levels of the tower that we never saw.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Somebody get on that.
Awesome.
Get on. I want a gif
Bam.
of that, and I'm gonna use it. And anybody sends me an ask, it's only gonna be that gif every single time.
Somebody just put little sparkles on my
Yes,
fingers.
please. That's amazing.
Anyway.
Yes. Okay, so we all give it a 9, so we think it's hella awesome, and y'all should definitely check it out. If you
Triple
stuck
9.
around and hadn't read it, then wah.
We've been reading good mangas lately, haven't we?
We've read a lot of good manga lately.
Like, this year has
Not
been
a
pretty
lot.
damn good so far.
Yeah, we've got a lot of suggestions from people last year, so we were able to like make a really good list about a lot of good stuff.
Good stuff.
So, next week we are reading Gantz or Gantz. I'm not sure how you Gantz. Gantz.
Oh, here, allow me to find a
got it?
description.
If you go to the schedule on the Reddit and you click it, it'll take you to anime list and you can look at it.
Whoa, crazy.
Crazy! It's like we're setting up or something.
Whoa, schedule. Wow.
Wow! So schedule. So wow.
Oh, there it is.
We are gonna be. I'll let you. I got.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Hang on. Oh wait, no. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thought your life was bad? Sometimes death is worse. There's no salvation, peace, nor God waiting to receive you into their care. But wait, a God? Maybe you are talking about that big black ball stuck in the room with you. Now you are thrown into a game fighting green aliens and robot monsters for the chance to survive. When Kei Kurono is killed, he thus finds himself caught in such a game, a test of his skills, morals, and will to survive. His life is not his own, his death spat and trampled upon over and over again. What happens if he does not listen? God only knows.
That sounded like so many different manga that we've already read shoved into one summary. Like, God only knows.
In the synopsis, there's also a word of warning that says, Gantz is not for the faint-hearted, but neither is it as simple as it looks. There is gore, rape, and violence. They are rampant, as are portrayals of greed, violence, and all the ugliness that one sees in society.
Perfect. It's my kind of manga.
Boobs. There's a lot of boobs in Volume 1.
Perfect.
Get ready, guys.
I like boobs. Are there boobs being cut off graphically?
No, I'm not gonna say what actually is happening, but you'll know what I mean. You'll like it just as much as boobs get cut off graphically.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That's so messed up. Somebody just like tuned in for the first time and
that's all they like.
And then they're like, that's it.
Bye.
Never mind.
All done.
We are reading. Hang on, I just had it. We're reading.
It's supposed to be actually. Let me say one more thing. It's supposed to be almost as violent or just as violent. I don't think it's just as violent, but it's like around that level of violence as Berserk. So
I've heard that before.
and like themes as well, kind of. Except
I've heard that,
like
but is it as beautifully violent? That's what I want to know. Berserk is
I've
so
only...
well drawn that I could look at his intestines being drawn forever. It's just so good.
We're actually reading Berserk the week after.
Damn.
Yay!
It's gonna be some.
I've only read the first volume.
And then we're reading Kuroko no Basket. So you should definitely join us for March 11th.
Oh hell yeah!
Anyway, yes. Okay.
All right, bye guys.
No wait, no, just kidding. No, don't leave. We're reading volumes 1 through 4 and chapters 1 through 46, and we're also going to have Jean from Disturbed Jeans joining us, Anime Appraisal. She's going to be here next week with us as well. Hopefully, she said she was feeling better and she wanted to join us, and she wasn't able to be here for Mirai Nikki last week. So she said she wanted to come on and join us next week. So
sick.
it should be a really fun time. Super excited, and hopefully our lovely Dr. Daza will be back as well.
Yeah,
because we miss him. So let's go ahead and shout out our stuff super fast, and then we will say goodbye to you pretty hard faces. I'm holding my mic because it's like falling. Hang on, I need both hands. I am Erin of HappiLeeErin. Yes. No, I want to hear it.
I was gonna
commit.
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna pretend to be you, and then you started talking, so I couldn't pretend to be you anymore. I was gonna pretend to be holding my microphone and be like, I'm Erin of HappiLeeErin. You can find me on youtube.com/HappiLeeErin. But the joke was just bad, so I decided to give up on it.
What makes the joke awesome is that you like actually explained it in detail.
I started doing it.
Go ahead, Erin. Who are you?
Well, you already got the first part. On my channel, I do anime reviews and anime first impressions, and I also do Kuroko no Basket episode reviews, sometimes weekly. It's just whenever I feel like an episode deserves being reviewed, I tend to do it, or if I have time. I also do mental health awareness, as well as some friendly anime discussions that I do with some friends, and I also posted the MangaPod highlights like we were talking about earlier, and I also posted a video that I did with my daddy where I got him to watch Kuroko no Basket with me.
I saw that.
And it was really fun.
You got some valid points.
Kuroko's a girl.
What?
So yes, I posted those, and then if you would like to find me on any other social media site, I am HappiLeeErin across the board. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my anime list, Hummingbird. I updated my hummingbird, as I've called it before, my hummingbird with all of the sports anime. I felt really bad because I just spammed. I went to look at my dashboard, and it was just all these sports anime that I had posted. So sorry about that, but you can find me all over as HappiLeeErin. So that is me.
I'm Dodger of youtube.com/pressrttocontinue and youtube.com/dexterity bonus. On Press Art to Continue, I do gaming stuff such as news and gameplay. On Dexterity Bonus, I spend about 10 minutes drinking coffee and talking to my cats. So please join me. On all social medias, I am at DexBonus. DEXBONUS.
Stop it, guys. You messed me up.
I don't think you realize how terrifying you looked.
DEX.
DBONUS. But you look, because like it was just half your face, and your entire face was whited out except for your eye, which just was like bright.
So yeah, come follow me, guys. I don't.
You want more of that? You know you do.
You want more of this?
Yoko.
All right. Sick.
I just wasn't sure when that's over. Yeah, I'm Yokorama. You guys can find me on YouTube, Yokorama Game Talk, and it's probably gonna be in the description of this video. Actually, it's already in the description of this video. Damn! You just click links.
Oh yeah, if you guys, I'm not used to doing that. If you click in the description, all of our links are there, as well as links to all of Dr. Daz's stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, you can find me on YouTube. I don't even have to say this anymore. I'm on YouTube.
You're just gonna be like, yeah, description,
And everywhere else, Twitter, Yokorama Talks, Hummingbird, Yokorama, Tumblr, Yokorama, my endless Yokorama.
I love that you have to think about it when it's literally Yokorama.
I should look at it.
Yokorama.
I'm just not sure. It might not be.
Also in
Instagram, Yokorama. I
beautiful.
forgot about that. I always forget about Instagram. Sorry, Instagram.
I know, I do too. Even though it's so fun. Also in the description down below is a link to our iTunes and our MangaPod subreddit, MangaPod, which you can click and go and recommend. There's a recommendation thread, and then there is also a thread of our schedule. Our schedule is posted on there, so you can see what we're reading in the upcoming weeks and stuff. So go ahead and check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, next week we're reading Gantz volumes 1 through 4, chapters 1 through 46. 46. I knew it was a 4.
Say 486.
46. I went 4 like E H like 486. 86.
You can see my confusion, right?
I understood your confusion. Somebody is posting that your MySpace is Yokorama. Yoku.
Oh, MySpace.
False!
That's not real.
My spaces are dumb. Hey, they're dumb.
Stupid. That's so 2005. We'll be here next week. Same time, same place here on youtube.com/HappiLeeErin. I'll be posting the link before we go live, so make sure you follow us on Twitter so that you can get all of that information. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next week. Mwah, mwah, bye, bye, bye. I forgot to click the button. Hold on.
Oh, come on, man.